Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
Diddy then tries to explain himself about how he's really not gay, but Puff was obviously nervous as he claims the things he said were simply reckless talk.
Nah. I mean, I was
You don't
caught,
go back and look at that stuff and laugh,
man.
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe, adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't, care. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, YouTube? We back in another video. You feel me? Back like cook crack. Back like I never left. Put on a shelf, smoking top shelf. Yeah, get smoked like some breath. Damn, that came from my chest. Now I going on the belt to ass. Your ass in the pass. I'm really finna spaz. I gotta crash. I really can't crash. Four wheel, drive, hit that. I'm not a rapper. Let me stop, gang. Shut the right. Look, old Kurt nigga got more bars than you, homie. I got more bars than you. You ain't talking about shit. You scared to get in the booth. You scared. Where's my life? But I know I ain't coming here without a lot of game. My ass tweaking. God did not come here. They doing some ugly ass shit. No more. But look though, check this out. Today, we reacting to 12 times rappers get exposed by interviewers. A lot of y'all favorite rappers be cat, but these folks do not be in the streets. These folks do not play with guns. These folks probably the only thing they ever did before was sell a pill to Jimmy in school. You know what I'm saying? They saying he was fucking with them pills and they sold a few pills before. But other than that, these folks ain't what y'all think. These folks ain't what they put in their music. And we finna see what really going on. Finna hit y'all with I'll get right into this video because I'm really done talking. Shit. You know what's up. I ain't gonna battle. You know what's up. See, we ain't gonna do that though. We ain't gonna do. We ain't gonna do, gang. Come on, man. Go on, let me us. We finna get into the video right now. Yeah.
You got a bald spot, bro. Get rid of that. Cut the shave bald.
Why you gotta? Damn, I can't. Give me some time to grow out here, bro.
Nick, come here. Get the camera, Nick.
Hey, yo, Nick, if you come over here, I'll beat your ass, my nigga. Nick, go over there, I'll beat your ass, my nigga.
There was a situation where you and Wayne had like a kiss thing going on.
Where'd you go to college?
I ain't go to college, bro. I turned it down, and they offered me like 15, some shit like 10 million or something like that. 5 million, something like that.
Wait. They offered you $5 million to play the game?
Yeah.
Bro, this ain't no motherfucking rap.
Are you sure they offered you $5 million to play?
I turned it down.
One rapper got exposed on an interview for capping about a deal he struck worth $400 million, and another got exposed for hooking up with a trans woman. These are times rappers got exposed by interviewers, and we've got to start things off with Diddy, because while a lot has come to light about his lifestyle and shady activities now, back in 2018, people were still unsure about his sexuality. Puff got straight up exposed during his Breakfast Club interview, though, and people just didn't take it seriously back then. During the interview, Charlamagne the God asked Diddy about a compilation video that had been posted online, in which Diddy says some very fruity stuff. Diddy tries to play dumb like he doesn't know what Charlamagne is talking about, but then Charlamagne pulls up a clip from the video, which leaves Diddy embarrassed and speechless.
When you was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody, they made a compilation video of you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World Star and on the gram.
Check this out. You know what I'm saying? I don't play games. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying.
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
Diddy then tries to explain himself about how he's really not gay, but Puff was obviously nervous as he claims the things he said were simply reckless talk.
Nah. I mean, I was
You don't
caught,
go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
Man.
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe, adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't, care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bad at the game, and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. I would love to see the video compilation.
Things were far from over, though, because Charlamagne next brings up another incident in which Diddy was asking rapper Fabulous why he didn't want to party with him, as well as a similar scenario which also went down with 50 Cent. 50 was on The Breakfast Club a week earlier, and he also confirmed that the thing with Fab was sus, letting Charlamagne know that Diddy had once asked to take him shopping.
He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What are you talking about? He said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Diddy responded to that, saying he only wanted to get 50 some new clothes.
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Then Diddy starts going on about how 50 actually loves him, but the Breakfast Club crew weren't so sure about that. And the way Puff said it made him look even more fruity.
He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Y'all can't see that he loves me.
But see,
you really think that's hate?
This nigga acting like
when you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
Knowing what we know about Puff, that interview adds up. But this isn't the only time a rapper tried to deny something about them that was blatantly obvious. Because back at the 2017 BET Awards, the Migos were on the red carpet doing an interview with DJ Academics, Nadeska Alexis, and Joe Budden. During the interview, Academics talks to Takeoff about him not having a verse on the group's hit song Bad and Bougie, and describes it as a running joke. But Takeoff wasn't going to let Academics play with him like that, and so he went off on him, saying he wasn't left off the song.
I feel like there's like a running joke with you being left off Bad and Bougie.
I ain't left off Bad and Bougie. You think I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Academics noticed Takeoff wasn't too happy that he brought up the topic and immediately started moving things along with him so things wouldn't get more awkward.
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Nah. I mean, that's one thing I like about the group, because ever since when you were in jail, even though you might see one or the other, y'all move as a collective.
But it seems Joe Budden wasn't too happy with Takeoff's response and how he was making Academics look stupid for speaking the truth. So, clearly annoyed, he immediately insisted that Academics wrap the interview up.
Here's how to never have to worry about money after a car accident. Listen, if you have been in a car accident in the past year...
All right, we got to wrap this up, though.
Okay. My bad. I be trying to jump.
I couldn't
wrap
hear
it up
anything
then.
over there too. Close it.
Close it.
But just as Academics tries to end the interview by giving a shout out to the Migos, Budden gets pissed and walks out on them after dropping his mic. The Migos felt disrespected and tried to come at Budden before security stepped in to calm the situation.
Hey, listen, man, I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they succeeded, man.
Hey, man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
What you trying to do?
Hold on. Wait. No. Wait.
Where's their security guard? Where's their security guard? Chill.
But even if Takeoff wasn't trying to admit it, we all know he wasn't on that track. And Quavo explained why on the Rap Radar podcast a few years later. Host Wilson asked Takeoff if he maybe just wasn't feeling the beat of the song. And that's when Quavo quickly chimed in to answer for him, explaining that it was just the timing of it.
Can I ask you respectfully, because it became a whole moment of Bad and Bougie, like, was it something about Bad and Bougie why you didn't want to rap on that beat? Like, why wasn't you on that song when it came out, ultimately?
We was just trying to get something out. We was actually pissed off because we didn't have no music out.
Yeah.
We ended up leaking Bad and Bougie on SoundCloud.
Wow.
First.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, I wasn't even finna be on it. It was gonna be.
Because Offset kind of brought that idea.
I had to do my verse like on some quick, fast, in a rush. So it was just like everybody running to the song and trying to get it done.
But things are about to get more interesting, because this next rapper straight up lied about turning down an alleged $5 million college scholarship to pursue his rap career instead. In a 2023 interview, Big Boogie was chopping it up with Bootleg Kev, telling him how he came up in the game. Then Kev asked Boogie where he went to college, and that's when Big Boogie came out with some wild claim about turning down a $5 million scholarship in Jacksonville to focus on rap. And even Kev wasn't buying that.
Where'd you go to college?
I ain't go to college, but I turned it down.
Oh.
Yeah, I turned it down just to do this, just to grind from the rap.
So you had an opportunity to do the drumming thing?
Yeah, a scholarship and everything.
Where at?
I think it was like in Jacksonville. Yeah, a big band in Jacksonville. It was a big college though, and they offered me like 10 million or something like that, 5 million, something like that.
They offered you $5 million to play the drum.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Like what? Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. But I was so younger. Like
wait.
I didn't know what it was.
Are you sure they offered you $5 million?
I turned it down.
But a few months later, Tusi also came on the podcast, and Kev brought up the topic of the scholarship Boogie turned down. That's when Tusi called Big Boogie out, saying he was capping about the scholarship thing.
Did you ever get any scholarship offers when you were coming up?
Yeah, I had a scholarship.
You know, Big Boogie got $5 million to play the drums. He told me about it right here.
I thought he said 15. I don't lie, I'm gonna tell Boogie though.
Yeah, let him know.
Boogie cap. Yo, ass cap. I got to see this.
Tried to tell him without telling him.
I'm gonna tell him. Got $5 million, boy. Yo ass is dumb. You start rapping, f this.
Yeah, like Drumline had to have been about you, bro.
Yeah, that had to be about him.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon won't even get $5 million for
He
no
didn't
motherfucker.
get $5 million for Drumline.
Hell nah, what the f? You getting $5 million? Boy, big Boogie. We might need to go back to that shit. Manage you personally.
A year later, though, Big Boogie was invited back to the podcast. And after his viral claim had been called out by many people, he finally admitted the scholarship wasn't worth $5 million.
The last time you were here, we went viral.
Yeah. You know what was crazy about that though? When you text me and said, "We viral, let's do it again."
You must be the greatest drummer of all time.
Yeah, gotta be.
It's safe to say you just got offered to go play drums for a school.
Yeah.
Not millions of dollars.
Yeah, not them millions of dollars. But yeah, I would have been rich.
But speaking of rappers who like to cap in interviews, we have to talk about Soulja Boy, who got exposed for lying about a deal worth much more than just $5 million. Back in 2019, Soulja Boy was on The Breakfast Club bragging about several claims. So Charlamagne decided to call out Big Draco on one of his famous lies. In 2016, Soulja Boy posted on his Instagram saying he had just signed a $400 million endorsement deal. If Soulja Boy was indeed speaking facts, that would have been one of, if not the biggest endorsement deal in hip-hop history. When Charlamagne asked him about it, Soulja continued to back it up. But as it turns out, the deal was only valued at 400 million shares based on forward thinking of the company's value. And at the time, the company itself was only worth $50 million. Charlamagne went on to let the world know that Soulja's shares were only valued at 2.5 mil. But Soulja still clapped back, saying millions is millions before eventually admitting the truth.
Announced you had a $400 million deal with the World Poker
That was
Fund.
facts, nigga. What is what?
You said it was an $80 million a year contract for 5 years for in-flight
Facts,
gaming.
nigga. Google it. I still got the contract right now. What is you talking about?
Well,
A lie.
the company said it turned out that it was just shares that were valued at $2.5 million.
Same thing. Well, millions is millions, my baby.
No, Soulja. Millions is not millions. You can't say 400 million and the stock is only 2.5. That's a big difference.
Millions is millions, my baby. Come on, man. Money is money, Shaw.
So that was a real deal. It just wasn't.
That was real, Charlotte.
It wasn't the initial number you said.
Yeah, but it was real though.
But later in the interview, there was something pretty interesting Draco said that he actually wasn't capping about. Charlamagne was talking about how Meek Mill had a bigger comeback than Soulja because he had beef with Drake, who Charlamagne called the biggest rapper in the world. But according to Soulja, he taught Drake everything he knows, and he also mentioned how Drake stole his flow when he first came out.
But he beef with Drake, the biggest rapper in the world.
So these facts, y'all, I never fact checked these.
Drake? Y'all talking about the light skin from DeGeneres?
From Toronto.
Yo, stop playing with me.
From where?
The grassy.
Stop playing me like I ain't teach Drake everything he know.
Hold on, you taught Drake everything he know.
Y'all didn't hear Drake on his first song? Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Drake back in this thing already. That's Soulja. That's my bar. He copied my whole flow.
That's Kiss Me Through the Phone.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word bar for bar.
Oh.
Don't act make Drake Don't do that.
Soulja may have been capping about the 400 million, but the thing about Drake was real facts. Drizzy took bars from Soulja's 2000 song, Was Hadnin', and used it on his own song, Miss Me. But that interview with Soulja Boy wasn't the only time Charlamagne exposed a rapper, and this next situation was nothing but personal. In a 2018 interview with Tory Lanez, Charlamagne brought up the topic of his hair out of nowhere, saying he had never seen him with hair before. That's when Tory starts to explain the treatment he was undergoing to correct his messed up hair.
I told you I'd never seen you with hair. Why are you growing hair?
Man, I had to fix my edges up a little bit first and
You
foremost.
got a bald spot, bro. Get rid of that. Cut the shave
Damn,
bald.
Why you gotta? Damn, I can't. Give me some time to grow out here, B.
I'm glad you got the hairline, though.
You know
I didn't know
what
you
I'm
had that. I thought your hairline was non-existent, so it's good to know you got one of those. But get the baldy. What's up, man?
My hair was never that fucked up. I just once my edges started going crazy.
Tory.
I swear to God.
Your hairline was trash like mine.
After trashing Tory's hairline, Charlamagne calls him out for having a bald spot, but Tory claimed his hair was still good and growing back. That's when Charlamagne tells the cameraman to zoom in on Tory's bald spot. Tory, though, wasn't feeling that, and immediately threatened to do something if the cameraman didn't back off.
I'm with Tory. What about this part, though?
My shit good. My shit gonna grow.
Nick, come here, get the camera,
good.
Nick.
Hey, yo, Nick, if you come over here, I'm gonna whip your ass, man. Nick, go over there before I beat your ass, man. Some real shit about to try to play me in this motherfucker. Try to play me in this motherfucker, man. You crazy. You gonna get Nick up over here. I'm about to beat Nick out.
Fried chicken, and wontons, and teriyaki glaze, and an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby Sensation salad is too delicious to be a salad.
Yep, that's why we call it a Zaxby. I would have got tough in it.
Now, Charlamagne is infamous for his unfiltered opinion.
I'm just going ahead and end it out there right there. The first two times was a little funny little jokey joke. But you kept talking about how you finna beat Nick ass. If I was Nick, I would have put that camera down and gave it to your little ugly line. You ain't finna keep saying what you finna do to a nigga now. That we ain't finna do. Nobody care about your little bald spot, boy. And go get that shit fixed. You got money. Go get that shit fixed, boy. What you talking about? We ain't finna do that, man. Yeah, see y'all in that video. What you talking about? Like, comment, subscribe, share. Yeah. I need to get